During the past 3 decades, technology has been progressing at a rapid pace. First, we saw the development of simple video games, followed by applications that were meant to help in the office. Processing power continued to increase rapidly, and computing applications became more complex. When the World Wide Web arrived in 1989, the possibility of global connectivity became a reality. From the standpoint of software developers, this connectivity meant a new dimension for already established concepts. Interactive video games were possible, and all types of information could be shared. As technology continued to progress, entrepreneurs arrived at a place in the dev cycle where video games and wide area networking intersected, the virtual world. This presentation is about how entrepreneurs can use Second Life for learning. Second Life is a virtual world that was launched by Linden Labs in 2003 and subsequently became the most popular virtual world in history. There's a lot to learn about Second Life. So first, a quick explanation. In Second Life, anything is possible. Residents can adopt virtually any image and visual presentation for their avatar that they desire and interact in any environment that they can imagine. In this example, we see a custom-tailored Barack Obama avatar and virtual members of the U.S. House of Representatives. Virtual worlds are actually visual and audio-based persistent environments. Although sometimes they resemble the video games that were developed before them, a key difference is that virtual worlds have no preset theme or objectives. Users are free to do whatever they want. In this sense, the virtual worlds are quite literally whatever the users or residents want to make them. So, entrepreneurs actually helped to pave most of the developmental road that eventually led to virtual worlds. We were often the first ones to place our own capital and the capital of others at risk to experiment with new conceptual technologies that may have been unproven in the traditional economic sense. But now, the global rate of change in everything from knowledge creation to competitive trends have accelerated, and this makes many new challenges for entrepreneurs. Actually, entrepreneurs face many of the same challenges as students do for learning and staying abreast of constantly changing information and methods. So, entrepreneurs, like students, need to be looking for new and better ways to learn. It is for this reason that I think virtual worlds present an interesting environment for residents to engage in continuous learning and stay on top of industry trends. But in Second Life, educators have been teaching and learning for some time now. So, the question is, what can entrepreneurs learn from the students and instructors in Second Life who came before them? In Second Life, both formal and informal education takes place. Events such as lectures, class meetings, and review sessions happen frequently at virtual locations pertaining to real-world educational institutions all throughout the Second Life grid. Actually, as of 2007, according to USA Today, over 300 universities from around the globe had a presence in Second Life. So, the learning in Second Life often leads to interaction beyond the virtual borders, when residents and students or entrepreneurs exchange contact information and follow up on Web 2.0 sites. This is very relevant from an entrepreneurial perspective, because the process of making a contact in the virtual world and later following up with that contact for discussion accomplishes the same result that would have been achieved by attending an industry event in the real world. This makes business networking much more efficient, allowing business to happen without losing precious time on travel. Entrepreneur residents, while seeking knowledge in Second Life, will constantly meet people in the virtual world that may inspire them with ideas. This can be compared to peer-to-peer social learning, except in this case, entrepreneurs are making their own curriculum based on their needs. Some of these contacts have led to the exploration of virtual projects with real-world outcomes. In this example, an entire hotel was built by architects in Second Life and modeled to investors before the real-world construction began. As you can see, the Second Life model as it was conceptualized and the finished hotel are identical. Of course, virtual worlds sometimes can seem like the Wild West, where anything is possible. Entrepreneur and student residents need to be ready for any kind of possible meeting, as just about every character that can be imagined exists in Second Life. In this example, we see a bar patron and a virtual protester. So, Second Life, in its current state of implementation, is best used by students and entrepreneurs as a tool to support the quickly evolving requirements for continuous and collaborative learning. As entrepreneurs learn how to use new paradigms for teaching and learning, they will benefit from the many peer contacts that can be made in Second Life.